Hi everyone, my name is Brian and I'm really excited to show you a device I created called CaptionPad. CaptionPad is intended to help older folks who have severe hearing loss have conversations in person again. So a little bit about my story and how this came about. I have a 96-year-old grandfather who is a really interesting guy. We used to have great conversations about physics and finance, politics. He was in the Army. He grew up in the South and then moved all the way to California. He traveled around a lot with my grandmother. And a really interesting guy. We used to have great conversations, but his hearing loss put sort of a wrench in things. And if you know someone with hearing loss who's experienced it later in life, you may know the plot. They're apologizing a lot for not being able to hear, which is not really their fault in the first place. I'm raising my voice, or you are, and you get to the point where you're feeling like you're yelling and it just doesn't feel comfortable. And the whole conversation just sort of falls down and falls apart. And so at Christmas and Thanksgiving and different family holidays, I'd be really excited to see my family and my grandfather, but I couldn't have the same conversations that I used to have with him. And then even worse, my mom is essentially a caregiver for him. So she lives with him, helps him out with a lot of day-to-day sort of activities and keep track of things. But she was also having problems communicating with him and him too. It's frustrating for him not to be able to engage in conversations with us. And so, unfortunately, his hearing loss had gotten to the point where the doctors were telling him that he had the best possible hearing aid that he could have, but he still wasn't able to hear people in person. They did offer the possible solution that he could get a cochlear implant, but he decided that at 96 years old, he didn't want to go through any new surgeries, which is pretty understandable. So, knowing his options and knowing all of this, I set out on this journey, and it lasted for a year, trying to find him a captioning solution. I knew that captioning, transcription, speech to text technology was getting really good, and so there must be something out there that could help him. The unfortunate thing is that he's 96 and he's never used a computer or an iPhone, a smartphone, anything like that. So a lot of the solutions that I brought to him just didn't quite work. He wasn't comfortable using an iPhone, or he would accidentally swipe out of it and open another app. And the whole experience for him, all of these technologies were just a little bit too difficult for him to use. And I think that's probably true for a lot of seniors out there. But anyway, seeing all of this, I thought I can build something better. I can build something simpler. I can make it myself. There will be no ability for him to swipe out. There will be an on and off button, and that's it. And it'll be exactly what he wants. So I took a gamble and I grabbed some tools and did some coding, and I came up with CaptionPad, which is what you see here. And he's been using it for months now. He loves it. My mom loves it. It's helped him have better conversations with not only me, which, I really like it for that reason. I went over last Christmas and I almost regret getting him this thing because he started talking about stuff that I didn't know he was going to talk about, like differential equations, and then he talked about the theory of relativity. I'm like, okay, Granddad, all right, you're getting a little far from me here. I don't know if I can keep up with this conversation anymore. But it's really helped me have better conversations with him. I've learned a lot, even in the last few months, having better conversations than I've had in several years with him, I would even say. And my mom loves it too because she talks with him every day. They have to coordinate all kinds of things, getting groceries, going to appointments, doing all kinds of stuff. So my mom uses it every day. She's really liked it. It's been really great for me during holidays to reconnect. And so I started offering this to others, and I have some people right now who have it. I'm doing pilots. I have a few customers who have bought it, and there's been really positive feedback. So I wanted to start posting YouTube videos. I'm going to try to make one every day, maybe one every few days, and just show off what this device can do. Now, I wouldn't say that this is for everyone. There are a lot of great captioning apps out there. There are a lot of great captioning solutions, captioning glasses. But I think that if you're someone in the boat of having an older person who is not used to technology, is not going to be so easy to convince them to put on glasses and there's going to be floating captions in the 6 feet away from you. This is a good solution. So I'll give you a very brief demo of how it works. Basically, this is the screen that the hard of hearing person would be holding, your parents or grandparents. It only has one single button, which is right here. It's going to be the on-off button. Now, normally I would actually be holding this right here, but just for the video, I've taped it onto this tripod. Now, there are no other buttons on the screen, so you can hand it over to anyone and they won't be able to leave the app. There's no notifications that pop up. There's no text messages, nothing like that. Now, on the other side, you have a wireless microphone that comes with CaptionPad. It has an on-off button, a charging port. This has a charging port as well. And then there are push-to-talk buttons. They work kind of like a walkie-talkie. So I could hold down one of these buttons, and I could say anything that I need to, and that would be captioned right onto the caption pad for your parent or for your grandparent. Now I've let go of the button so you can see it's no longer captioning, but the captioning is very accurate. It comes out in real time, and it has very clear separation. You see this line, this is a speaker separation, and then my name's there to make it very clear one thing that I said. So if I were to say something else next, Granddad, I would love to see you again at Easter, something like that. You can see that I've said something new, and now it's sort of delineated what I said before and what I said now. So if he's reading it, and then he's looking up at me, looking down, he can find where he was very quickly. So this is a dedicated device. All it does is caption, and the purpose of it is to make it easy for the person reading the captions and for the caregiver or the person, whoever it is, doing the speaking and wanting their voice to be captioned. So that's about it. I'm going to be making more videos showing some more of the details, some more of the finer things that this can do. But if you want more information now, I would say either subscribe to this channel or go over to captionpad.com. Thank you everybody for watching, and I look forward to getting to know you more, for you getting to know me and some of the things I offer more. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.